Hello everyone, my name's Tina Louise Spalding and I am a trance channel. I just did a video from Jesus number 7 and watched it back and realized that I had somehow clipped off the end of it. So I've taken that video down and I'm going to ask him to speak again. It won't be an exact duplicate. It usually is not an exact duplicate. So if you saw the first one, and this one seems a bit different, don't be upset about that. They often come in from a different angle a little bit. I apologize for that. I think I must have touched something accidentally. So anyway, I'm going to let Jesus speak now, and this is video 7 of 7. I'll see you in a bit. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and these errors happen. This being is a human, and she can inadvertently delete or create some havoc with her recordings, and of course we all forgive her for that. You must remember that you are sacred beings. You are beautiful, powerful creators. You have been given the opportunity here to listen to some direct teachings from Spirit. When I was on the earth plane so many years ago, I had 2 sources of information. Like you, I had a direct contact with channeled information. I also had an internal guidance system, just like you, that directs you to that which you are seeking to experience. Now, your desires are what lead you through the blueprint of your life towards those experiences that your collaborative creation with your guides and teachers have brought into manifestation. We call it your blueprint. And your blueprint for your evolution comes through in the form of feelings and desires. You are attracted to certain people. You are attracted to certain experiences. You are drawn into certain circumstances, and within those circumstances, you will come to understand yourself better. When you come down into the separated experience, you come down with idols that you worship. We will say things like sex, money, drugs, control, fear. These are your idols. They are things that rule you rather than you ruling them. Now, when you are untrained, when you are undisciplined, you are easily led astray by these things. And by led astray, we mean that you indulge in things that are not to your benefit. But these teachings that are coming through this being are an effort from Spirit's part, from our part, from my part, to get you to understand that there is great freedom in discipline. When you go inside your consciousness now, there is a hodgepodge of beliefs and ideas that have come from many different sources. Some of them are true, some of them are not true. Many of them are not true. And you will go through your life following the directions and the feelings to indulge in those conditioned beliefs and ideas. When you are untrained, you have very mixed results and you miscreate all over the place. You miscreate in your body through your fears. You create sicknesses. And in your reflective world, you create chaos with relationships, wars, these kinds of things, wars in your families, wars in your world. When the mind is trained, when you are given the opportunity and you take it to understand how creation works, how powerfully creative you are, and how a disciplined and trained mind can bring into manifestation experiences that benefit you. The ego, when it is in control, which is the case for most of you, likes the short-term fix. It wants the Band-Aid. It wants the sweet treat. The sweet treats of overindulging in food, drugs, alcohol, these kinds of things take your mind off suffering. They take your mind away from that discomfort that is guiding you to change. But when that sweet treat is over, the problems arise again. And you must have another sweet treat, and another one, and another one, and addiction sets in. Bad habits set in. When you train your mind and you eliminate many of these misdirections, these conditioned beliefs and ideas that you've been trained into, when you train your mind, as we suggest through all of these teachings and books that are coming through this being, you will get true freedom. You will get freedom of mind. That means that you will have the ability to direct your thoughts wherever you wish. You will be able to clearly interpret your guidance system because many of the erroneous ideas and negative beliefs have been removed from your mind through a practice of mind training. Mind training is the solution to behavioral problems. And this is what your conditioning systems in your society understand. They have put a lot of effort into training you into being consumers. They have put a lot of effort into training you into being warring, using movies and police shows and these kinds of things to get you to solve problems with violence. That is their conditioning program to keep you in that warring mode. Your minds have been tampered with. And when we suggest mind training as a method of healing, what we mean is that your mind will be returned to you. Your mind will become your own again, and you will be able to direct it as you choose so that you may have the experiences that you wish. Your mind will become more peaceful. It will not be in conflict deep within, because many of the conditioned beliefs and ideas that you have been taught work against themselves. You will be taught things that are exactly opposite, and yet they will be held within the same mind. What does this bring about? It brings about conflicted emotions. It brings about mixed results. The training that we are offering through this being and the books that she is writing and the constant references to the lessons of A Course in Miracles, this training will align you with love. It will bring your mind into a state of peace, and you will be able to interpret your guidance system properly. It means that you will be able to see clearly which path you should take, and on that path you will learn what it is you came here to learn, you will experience what it is you came here to experience, and you will evolve much more quickly. These 7 lessons have been brought to you to get your attention. 7 lessons in 9 days. Yes, our dear one used her independent mind a little bit and skipped a couple of days, but that is okay. Non-compliance is not a sin. In my incarnation, I was non-compliant a lot of the time, so I understand this desire to be free. I understand this desire to live life to the fullest spontaneously. It is a good thing to do, combined with this mental discipline. If you are spontaneous and independent and cooperative and loving and clarified, you will enjoy this ride. You will not be in such deep suffering as you are. I am that one that you know as Jesus, and these lessons, these 7 lessons, contain much information that you need to bring peace to your mind and to bring your mind back into your own dominion. You have lost your minds. They have been taken from you by intense and pervasive and repetitive conditioning programs. Take your mind back so that you can create what you wish to create. Take your mind back so that you can see where your fears are tripping you up, where they are causing disease and social problems. Repeat these 7 lessons over and over for this month. They are given in that particular order for a reason. They are there to remind you of how you can evolve out of the reactive and unevolved state of being that your society finds itself in, into a more responsive and loving and consciously creating way of being. These lessons are for your benefit. They are not to deprive you of anything. You are deprived of your full creative freedom and power because your minds have been overtaken with conditioned ideas and beliefs. Set yourself free, truly free, by disciplining your mind, training your mind back into a balanced state where you are the captain of your ship, where you can feel when something is right or wrong, and where your guidance is clear so that the path before you is sunlit and easily accessed. There will be no rocks in the road to trip you up once your mind is clarified and once you have stepped back from the training programs of this unloving and unforgiving society. We want to see a beautiful world arising on this planet, and it can if you all begin to do these lessons in accord with each other. You are co-creators here. You are powerful, powerful beings. And yet you have handed your free will over to the warmongers and the consumers and the producers of pollution and contaminated food systems. Take back your hearts and your minds and begin to use them to create the world that you wish to live in and that you wish your children to live in. We are all with you here, supporting you as much as we can. But this is a free will zone. You must use your own mind to make your own decision. We cannot do it for you. We cannot heal your minds for you. We can only point you in the direction in which that healing will take place. It is within you. It is with self-understanding. It is within the practice of self-discipline, knowing that you are removing the superfluous and leaving behind the true, the loving, and the kind. We will speak to you again at another time. Okay, hopefully I'm not going to delete anything here. Please visit channelingjesus.com. We've got lots of information about books. You can have personal one-on-one sessions with me and Ananda. Jesus is not doing one-on-one sessions at this time, and you can find out all about our live streaming events and any up-and-coming workshops or retreats. Thanks for joining me for these 7 lessons. I've really enjoyed producing them, and I'll see you again soon. Bye.